making in terms of doing the senior day ceremonies, why that was something you wanted to do?
Yeah, definitely. I think just leading up to the game, hadn't put enough thought into it. Just kind of talked with my parents and my support system, and I think the opportunity is going to present itself at the end of the season. Still haven't put enough thought into it, and there's no decision made. But if I do decide to take that route, I didn't want to regret missing that opportunity here in Death Valley. I didn't want my parents to miss the opportunity here in Death Valley. So I think it just goes back to knowing the opportunity is going to be there at the end of the season, and just not wanting to miss out on anything or regret not doing something.
And then scoring today, pending all that conversation and what may happen scoring today, how'd that feel?
Oh, it was unbelievable. I wanted to get in the end zone. I was pissed off, to be honest, just because I put the ball on the ground. Feel like I let my teammates down again, coaches, whole fan base. And I didn't want to leave the last game of the Valley like that. So to be able to come back out, put the ball in the end zone, and get everybody going, get some momentum rolling for this offense, and leave the last home game for this season like that. It was a great feeling.
As we talked to you a bunch about mistakes and overcoming them and not getting too wrapped up in it, how did you move on from that mistake?
Yeah, I think it's just the opportunity that I've had to learn and grow from this season. We've had so much adversity, but to be able to grow from that, and then another huge shout out to Coach Spiller. He does such a great job of helping me out, just being in my ear, letting me know kind of what my mentality needs to be. I had a great conversation with him at halftime, just about what I need to do in the second half, and I think I went out there and did it.
That's what he's saying you
Yeah, just to step up for this offense, to not only be a guy who is going to get the yards and be depended on, but also to be a leader out there. To not show disappointment through body language or anything like that, because guys are looking at you, and he's 1,000% correct. So just had a different mindset going out there for the second half, and was just glad I was able to rebound.
What was your mindset coming into this game, knowing that you had made the decision to run down the hill with the seniors and do that, and then put together one of your best games of the season?
Yeah, it was definitely a little emotional for me, especially just being out on the hill and looking out. 3 years has just flown by for me. It truly has. I remember just coming in here as a freshman, not knowing what the hell was going on, So, definitely a little emotional, but I just wanted to go out there and if it happens to be my last game in Death Valley, I wanted to leave my mark, and I wanted to send the other seniors out with a win. First one that comes to mind is Will Putnam. I mean, that dude lays his life on the line every time he's out there. So I wanted to send him out with a victory. Rook, TD, all those guys, all the seniors. Will Blackston is another one that comes to mind. I wish I could sit here and name all of them, but I just wanted to go out on a win myself and send all my brothers out with one as well.
All this talk about mentality. How's the team's mentality, especially the offense, shifted from the start of the year to now with how much they've improved?
Yeah, I think it's been great. One thing we've been able to do is just create synergy with our performance these past 3 weeks, and just continue to build momentum, and with that comes confidence. So going out there and performing, having a little bit of a slow start today, but then getting a huge play from Nate Wiggins, man. I mean, freaking unbelievable what he's been able to do. He did the same thing at Miami, right? So an absolute stud. But we had to pay him back for straining and getting us that, and we were able to get rolling after that. So I think it's just starting off as quick as we can, and once we start rolling, we're pretty hard to stop.
Obviously, you want to enjoy this one tonight, but how quickly do you turn to coach South Carolina?
We'll start tomorrow. When we wake up, we'll get in, try to watch some film, especially as an RB room. Pick up on some tendencies, start doing some situational stuff. But it's a big week. It's a game of its own. It's a season of its own. This game. So. Not that we're going to prepare any different than we have, because each week is like the national championship to us, but I think it definitely does mean a little bit more.
What will you remember about today specifically?
Yeah, I think just hugging my mom and dad down there on the field. My parents have just played such a role in my success and just where I am today, and just running down that field as great as it was to see the fans and all the band people out there, but just to finally see my parents, at the end of that long run and just be able to hold my mom and hug my dad. It's just I think that's something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
I think some people might think, well, he's just a junior. There's so much more he could do. What's it like to balance those thoughts and thinking about your future? Well, as you've said multiple times now, you're really focused on preparing for each game and winning each game.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a tough thing. Coach Sweeney does a great job of emphasizing staying in the now, but when you've been dreaming of something since even before kindergarten, it's hard to keep your mind off of it. Just the opportunities that are going to present itself after the season. So I think that this team deserves every ounce of effort that I have for these last couple games, and that's what keeps me in the present and the now. That I owe all 139 other guys in that locker room every bit of effort that I got, and looking into the future may cause anxiety or just being in the unknown, and they don't deserve that.
We get to put a little bit of a bookend on part of your season now because the home stretch is done. You guys went through some adversity and you guys have clawed your way out of it. What are you most proud of, and what's it been like to see things shift through all of your guys' hard work?
Oh, it's been unbelievable, but it's exactly what we expected, and I can say that with 110% confidence. We'd go in those team meeting rooms and watch the mistakes that we made, and we knew that we could do better. We knew that the results that we were getting were not what we were working for, what we put in work for. So just to reap the rewards finally, and to get some momentum, get that ball rolling down the hill, start picking up some speed is exactly what we're seeing, and it's a great feeling, especially a huge win over UNC today. Unbelievable team, know a lot of guys on that roster, so it was another special one to me for that reason. But just to see this offense and this team start to get rolling like we all knew we would has been tremendous.
Was this your best game today this season?
I think statistically, you could definitely say that. I'd really have to go back and do, film review of everyone to tell you the honest answer to that. I think I feel the best for sure, emotionally and mentally. Just to respond like that, I think it is kind of just a summary of the season for me, to go out there, face adversity early on, and then have to bounce back, and to do it in a way that inspires the people around me, inspires myself, and just shows me that no roadblock, no adversity in my way can stop me from getting where I want to go. I just have to persevere through it.
Was it extra juice? Was it extra juice being that it's North Carolina and you grew up an NC State guy? Was that extra juice for you out there?
I wouldn't say it was because I grew up NC State guy. I would say just because I know so many guys over on that other sideline. Played 7-on-7 with Gavin Blackwell, Drake May, know pretty much their whole D-line. Played against Power Eckle and Cedric in high school too. So just having a lot of those relationships and going out there and just wanting to freaking kill them, in the nicest way possible, in football terms, obviously. But that's how I kind of go out there. When I play people I know and I have personal relationships with, I want to beat them that much more. So that was kind of where it came from.